Hello YouTube. So today there's been a whole bunch of drama because Bering, the anti-feminist, his channel got shut down. He got a sudden 3-strike violation and they deleted his channel. I saw this and I decided to tweet something out about it. So I tweeted something to the effect of, I hope having your channel terminated will help you develop empathy towards other people whose channels you've destroyed, or something like that. I'll put it up on the screen. Now this set off kind of like a firestorm of people attacking me and going somewhat hysterical, doing a lot of kind of moralizing and trying to make me feel bad about my comments. I got all kinds of different angles that people were coming at it from. Some people were like, Tim, you're a bad person. I thought you were better than this, but you're against freedom of speech. I wouldn't even do this for my enemies. Getting their shit shut down. You're a monster. You were supposed to be the good feminist. You were supposed to be the good SJW. We trusted you, man. You know, I'm unsubscribing from you. You're a bad person. And then Sargon Vakad took it up and then he tweeted about it. And he was all like, you're a horrible person, you're a horrible man and stuff. It's so fascinating because like these days Sargon is really into his moral policing of other people and saying they're horrible people. I mean, he still hasn't apologized for us, I wouldn't even rape you thing. You know, the whole feminism was autistic thing. So I mean, I just can't take being told I'm a bad person from a guy like that who's a terrible track record very seriously. But he gets on his moral high horse and, you know, it's just like a swarm of fucking Twitter is trying to make me feel bad about my comment, but as per usual, they don't take the time to actually think about anything that I'm saying, because I have maintained all along, and people on my side have said all along, that our issue with Bering is the fact that he leads to all of this dogpiling on smaller channels, in my opinion, and you might not like that opinion, so it's going to be very difficult for you to listen to, because it's a different opinion, so it has to be evil, and I have to be a very bad person for having this different opinion. The function of Bering's channel has been to consistently and constantly make videos about tiny YouTube channels and feminist channels, which leads to a massive harassment and dogpiling, people saying you're a faggot, you're a cunt, you're an idiot, you're a cock-sucking motherfucking whore, all over their videos and all over their channel, and that intimidates them into silence, and they shut down their fucking channel. And then the Bering fans come to me and they say, oh, your problem with Bering is his opinions and his views. You don't like them, they're too challenging for you, that's the issue here. And that has never been the issue, that was never my fucking argument. So, I mean, like Charming Man 93, his anti-feminist dude, comes at me like, you just don't like his opinions. The thing you don't like about Bering is that he's got a different point of... No, it was never about that, ever. I actually don't care what his opinions are. I don't care what Bering's point of view is. He's got his opinion about stuff. Fine, that doesn't fucking matter, but I can see the function of his channel, which is over and over and over and over and over, and it's just such an obvious pattern that you see it again and again and again and again and again. His subs constantly harassing and attacking these channels over and over and over, and it silences their fucking voice, because if you are a tiny channel, you don't know how to fucking deal with that. So all the time they just shut down their channel, they shut down their videos, and then people gloat over it. And they're like, this is fantastic, we've shut down this person's voice, that's great. And then they say, oh, that person chose to shut it down, you know? So when there's mass harassment, they chose to get offended, it was their fault. So they just blame the fucking victim. And then Bering makes money off that. He just sucks off the fucking corpses of these channels that he's been crushing over and over again. So he's not the good guy in this. He is not the good guy, and he's antithetical to free fucking speech. He's never been the good guy in this. And that's the fucking argument that I've been making the whole goddamn time. But people do not listen. They don't care what my actual argument is. They don't engage with that. They just come along and they say, you don't like his opinions, that's the problem. Well, I've never had the same sort of particular point of view about Sargon Vakad, for example. I know that like his subs have gone off and harassed a whole bunch of people, but it's not really as systematic and it's not as monolithic as the way it's done on Bering's channel. So I don't go after him in the same way. Why don't I go after Sargon Vakad in the exact same way that I go after Bering? You know, and he's got opinions which I like just as little as Bering's. Is there something magical and special about Bering? No, it's because I can see the function of his channel. I can see what happens on his fucking channel. I use my goddamn eyes. And then these stupid fucking Twitterers come along, and commenters, and they say, ha, we got you, Tim. When did he tell his fans to attack them? When did he tell them to do it? And that was never my argument. I never said that he was telling them to do it. I said that's the function. That's That's the byproduct of his channel. You know, for better or worse, that's just what it is. That it is. That's how it works. And then, oh, you know, these channels will get attacked anyways, just by other people. So I guess when you see like a hive of people attacking a video, that would have happened anyways, you know? Just ignore the fact that it's always under Bering's name in these specific instances. I'm sure like that just would have happened anyways. So, I mean, how come we don't see that really occur, except when we have other channels like Undoomed, for example, who I was going to make a video about but didn't get around to doing. We see the exact same behavior because he does the exact same thing. If I made a video about Undoomed, it would be kind of similar to the way they talk about Bering. Is it because I have any particular issue with Undoomed's opinions? No, actually, no, I don't give a fuck what his opinions are. Fuck his opinions. He seems like a cunt. Fuck that guy. And I don't give a fuck what Bering's opinions are because he's an obtuse fucking asshole. And everyone's like, oh, he's a nice guy. He's not a fucking nice guy. The way that he treats people is shit. It's just you're not on the receiving end of that, so you think that he's a nice guy. Somebody said, we could get your channel taken down for your opinions, or the way that you've responded to people. And I would say, well, alright. I mean, fine, but I think my conscience would be clear because I don't see mass harassment going on in my name. Show me where anybody is harassing anyone in the name of my channel and I'll fucking call it out. I don't give a shit, and I'll say, don't subscribe to me, fuck you. Because you have some power over the way that you run your channel. That's the whole fucking point. So what I was saying is, oh, you've had your livelihood destroyed, you've had your channel shut down, maybe you know how it feels to have your fucking channel shut down, but all of these people come to me now, hand-wringing, oh, moralizing. You're supposed to be fucking sad that this guy who spent his entire YouTube career just bilking off other channels and crushing them and destroying their voice, you're supposed to feel sad that this fucking asshole got shut down. Fuck no! I'm not fucking sad about that. And then all this moralizing and this fucking hand-wringing, like, you tell me that I'm a bad person and I'm supposed to cry about that? Absolutely, go fuck yourself. You don't even care about any of the shit that's gone on in the name of Bering's channel. You just don't care about that. So you've got no high horse, you've got no, like, moral leg to stand on. You're fucking full of shit. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's ridiculous that these people behave this way, and then they turn around and they act like SJWs. Well, this, you should feel bad and you're a bad person. Oh, who the fuck are you? What's the difference between you saying that and somebody from my side saying, well, for example, you shouldn't call people autistic because that's mean. I literally just had an opinion that you don't like, and now you're fucking crying about it. And you know what? The only reason that that's significant is that it's hypocritical. It's false outrage. How the fuck am I supposed to be sad about that? Doesn't matter how much you people dogpile me. I don't care. Like, your hypocrisy, I mean, that's great. Just enjoy your double standards. Really good for you. So I just said, maybe now you'll have more empathy, but that won't happen. He will continue to do what he's doing, which is causing, over and over again, the specific channels that he interacts with to get dogpiled, harassed, and bullied. That's what he'll keep doing, and you'll continue being okay with it, because you are not the good moral person that you think you are. You know, that's just a fucking game. That's just something that you trot out when it's convenient. When you can attack somebody like me, you have to act like you're the moral one. Well, I don't fucking buy that. Fuck you. Next, as for the actual flagging of, or taking down of Bering's channel, I had nothing to do with it. I just had nothing to do with it whatsoever because I've never flagged a channel. I'm not interested in flagging. Some people talked to me a while ago about doing a flagging campaign of some kind, and I said, hey guys, just leave me out of this. I have no interest in doing that. But unlike all of you preachy douchebags who are like, everything's about morals and ethics and principles, and I don't believe it is for you. I think that's just hypocrisy and you're just trying to be all high and mighty about yourselves. I don't want to do that because I don't want a flagging war, and I think that will be a big problem because it will just lead to people trying to get vengeance on each other's channels. And that's a bad idea. So like, Bering used the cartoon bear from this, shut up, bird. Bering used the cartoon bear from this cartoon show, and I think some people sent emails about that or sent messages about that to say, hey, he's ripped off this bear from this television show. And I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want to get involved in copyright. I don't want to get involved in flagging. I have no interest. If you tell me to flag someone, I'll just be like, on virtue, I might want to flag people. But I think it sets a bad precedent just in terms of content creators and fans having the ability to false flag and start wars and lead to a stifling of speech on YouTube. So I had absolutely nothing to do with it. So I don't know why people are moralizing at me about it. It seems to me they want me to be sad that a despicable piece of shit like Bering got caught stealing something and then had his channel shut down, which is also not a false flag. That could be a true flag. A true flag that I had nothing to do with, but I can't feel sad about that. I'll only feel like, fuck that guy, because what he does on his own channel stifles the freedom of speech of others. And he's just existed solely as this person who makes money from trying to shut down feminists' voices on YouTube. They don't have the ability to have freedom of expression without receiving a firestorm of hate based specifically from videos that Bearing has made in response to them, specifically. So it's out in the open, it's very obvious, you can just see it for yourself, or you could before his channel got shut down. So again, no leg to stand on in terms of saying, I have to feel bad. No, I don't. But I also know that I wouldn't get involved in that, but I reserve the right to gloat about that. And someone said to me, Tim, if your channel gets shut down or flagged, I'll gloat and I'll laugh about it. Fine, that's freedom of expression, that's freedom of speech, go ahead. Rub it fucking right in until it just burns me. I don't care. That's freedom of speech and expression, you can do as you please. So I gave an opinion you don't like. You don't like my opinion. My demotivated opinion, you didn't like it. Yeah, let's go false flag Tim's channel. Can't you see that that's not ethical, that that's not principled? I have always been principled in the sense that I don't want to flag anyone. I'm not sending off emails or whatever about, cartoon bears and shit. I'm not doing it. But if I think that it's kind of poetic justice to Bearing to get his channel fucked up, based on me seeing how he's fucked up so many other channels in the past, do I have the right to gloat about that? Because that's my opinion and I'm allowed to. It makes me a bad person and you don't like it. It's an opinion you don't enjoy. It's not very PC in your circles. Do I have the right to do that? Absolutely, yes, I fucking do. Yeah, I can do that. But you can't turn around and try to false flag me for that and then pretend, again, that you've got some moral high ground. You fucking don't. There's no moral high ground here. And final comment on this, I've received a lot of sort of hand-wringing comments like, I thought you were better than this, Tim. You're allowed to have any view of me that you want. I don't know why people are constantly trying to say to me, I thought you were a cool guy, or you're actually not a cool guy, or you're a bad guy, whatever. What has that got to do with anything, If you feel disillusioned with me because you don't like my point of view, unsubscribe. Absolutely. I hope one day you choose to subscribe again, but I haven't changed. It's just I have a lot of views and ideas, and a bunch of them you might not like. And I know that's very hard for you, and it's very traumatizing, and it makes you pretty sad that I've got different views than you. But I think we can get through it. And you'll find a way. Like someone said to me, you're being very cocky. Why shouldn't I be cocky when I'm just being inundated with people who are not listening and just trying to find these weird angles to attack me? What do you expect me to do? Oh, great point, yeah. Actually, I just have a problem with his opinion. And that's where I've come from the whole time, even though it's not. And you just never listened to my point, but I'll just agree with you anyways, because I want you to like me. No, I don't care. If my channel doesn't become more popular and people don't like me, that's life. That's fucking life, eh? That's just the system, the dog-eat-dog world that we live in. And if my channel just remains at how many subs I have now, sad day for me. Hopefully one day people will like me more, or maybe I will pander more so that people like me. And then I'll get more views, and then I'll get more money, and won't that be fucking grand? And then I'll just churn out video after video, low quality, shitty drive-by video, over and over again, make a whole bunch of money, and have sycophantic, dick-sucking fans. Yeah, that is the YouTube dream. No, I would prefer to have my principles and beliefs and my own ideas, rather than just walk in lockstep with what other people want so that I have popularity. I have no fucking interest in that. And if I had these fans of Bearing on my channel, I wouldn't fucking want them at all. I wouldn't want their fucking money, I wouldn't want their patronage, okay? If you have a problem with all of that, you can unsubscribe, but if you don't mind the fact that I have an opinion that you don't like, you can stick around. Thank you very much, and I'm sure Bearing will come back anyways and go right back to bashing small feminist channels and milking the cash out of it. So don't worry about that. Your precious Bearing will return. And then all of you will get to laugh and joke, and then hey, maybe I'll get false flagged and shut down, and you can just rub it in my face because you're very principled.